Well, we're gonna have a steamy day today with a mix of clouds and sun, but storms develop this evening into tonight, all clearing out still for the weekend, which looks beautiful, but an unsettled pattern returns next week. So we've got a few things going on. Of course, this cool front we're watching that'll produce storms today. We're in the warm sector of it through the day today, but it's also going to pull in some wildfire smoke. You can see this gray haze here in Manitoba and Saskatchewan. That air is going to be moving into northern Minnesota. We have an air quality alert for the northwestern part of the state, north central and northwestern Minnesota, where it could get into the hazardous air quality range, red or purple, unhealthy to hazardous. Our friends in Winnipeg are already seeing it this morning here. Purple sensors all across southern Manitoba. That is hazardous air. You don't want to be in that at all, whether you're healthy or have underlying conditions or not. We're starting to see the sensors in northwestern Minnesota diminish too. So in the wake of that cool front, unfortunately, it is going to bring some of that smoke to the surface here. You can see by the overnight hours tonight, blanketing much of northern Minnesota, but even here in southern Minnesota, we'll at least see elevated smoke. So we might have hazy skies tomorrow. We'll see if that smoke gets to the surface, but Minnesota Pollution Control Agency may be expanding or extending that air quality alert potentially over the weekend. So we've got a nice break from the smoke for a little while anyway. But highs today into the 80s. It's going to be steamy, dew points in the 60s to near 70 degrees. Storms will develop this afternoon near the front, but then kind of fizzle out. More storms may be developing overnight closer to the front. So don't look for a whole lot of activity tonight. Maybe some late evening and overnight showers and thunderstorms. Severe risk is pretty low though. Marginal risk, this is basically drawn near where the front will be this afternoon. Level 1 out of 5, right at the Twin Cities and points north and west, but probably pretty isolated severe activity. Main threats would be some high wind gusts and large hail, but muggy dew points today. We'll have that 60s to near 70 degree dew points, but behind it, that front really bringing in the drier air quickly tomorrow. So by tomorrow afternoon, dew points in the much more comfortable 50s, and then it starts to get a little sticky again late Sunday into especially Monday. So enjoy the break from the humidity. But we should see these morning clouds diminish, some hazy sun this afternoon, and then tomorrow clouds clear out quickly for the afternoon. We're looking at sunshine, that drop in humidity, upper 70s to around 80 for a high Saturday afternoon. So just about perfect. If we can keep the smoke out of the sky, then it would be perfect, but that might make it a little hazy. Highs mostly in the 70s, Twin Cities probably near 80. There'll be some pockets of 80 degree readings, but Sunday well into the 80s for most of the state. We start to heat it up. Lots of sun. Monday looks sunny too. In fact, a warm start to the week. 80s, upper 80s to near 90 degrees here in southern Minnesota for highs. So it might be pretty warm to start the week, but that's not going to last. We have an unsettled pattern developing. The jet stream is going to be flying high just to our north over the weekend. That keeps most storm systems up there as well. But as we head into Tuesday and for the middle of the next week, we're going to see that jet stream drop south right over Minnesota, and that brings every little disturbance from the west, and there are plenty of them. Now, not all of these are going to affect us, but you can see these little spins. These are all upper level lows, cool air aloft generating instability and spin. Each one of those potentially produces some weather as it moves over the continent. So we're going to have probably at least a couple disturbances move through in the upper levels of the atmosphere. The first one will develop showers and storms Tuesday morning for northern Minnesota, later in the day for us in the southern part of the state. And then kind of a couple different waves coming in behind that for Wednesday, maybe even into Thursday too. So you can see that morning activity Tuesday, and then afternoon, evening, more widespread showers and storms. That front will move through, and then another round potentially Wednesday into Thursday. So unsettled means a lot more clouds around Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday too, and that's going to keep the temperatures cooler. We're looking at actually below normal temperatures Wednesday, Thursday of next week. 85 though today, steamy. Again, evening storms looks like probably pretty late in the evening. Now, with the humid air, 1 or 2 isolated storms is possible during the day, but I think really in the Twin Cities, we'll be looking at the chances coming in after dark, so after that 8-9 p.m. time frame. But dew points drop tomorrow, sunshine for the afternoon, beautiful Saturday and Sunday, just warmer, definitely Sunday, Monday. And Tuesday will start pretty warm too, mid to upper 80s, more humid, but we'll start to see those afternoon and evening thunderstorms and then kind of on and off chances Wednesday into Thursday of next week. But it looks as though we're going to push that out in time for next weekend too. So might luck out here with 2 weekends in a row of timing out these showers and storms away.